one.
Hello again, this is Emily, and now I'm going to show you how you can create new folders in Google Drive, how you can go into those folders, how you can color code them, and how you can move files that you might already have created into those folders. So you will see here that I have a ton of folders, and as I stated before, I didn't have them when I started out. I just had documents and drawings and forms all mixed in. And imagine having a file cabinet where you don't have any folders or dividers or anything in that file cabinet, and you just put all your papers from the whole year. Everything you use, well, it's not so bad the first year when you're setting it up, but the next year when you want to reuse something you had last year, it's kind of hard to find it. So folders are so important, and you need to start out with them and learn how to use them and learn how to create documents that start right in the correct folder so that you don't get to a place where it's so frustrating you can't find anything. So first, to create a new folder, you come over here to New. That's where you go to create anything in Google Drive. So go to New, and it's the very first one. First and most important. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. I did not use folders at first, and it was difficult to find everything back. So click New Folder. And then name your new folder, and I'm just going to put on mine. I have a lot of folders set up that I already use. So this one's going to be extras. So I've got some extra files that I saw that I don't have in the folder. Okay, extras, and then I'm going to create my new folder. And now over here, you're going to see extras pops up over here, and up here it pops up. And I am in the grid view. If I want to go list view and list them up and down, I can do that, but I'm going to leave it right like this. So that was how to create a folder. New folder. Okay. Now, once I've got my folder created, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to double click actually to open that folder. Let's say that I want to now create something new in my extra folder. That's where I want it to go. I make sure I have it open first, come over here to New, and then I open my document or my sheet or slide or whatever I'm making. Open your folder first before you make anything. Don't create it and then have to remember to file it. Save yourself a step. Open that folder first. Where do you want it to go? Is it a math worksheet? Is it science? What is it? Is it a Google training? What are you making? Whatever it is, have a folder, put it there. So open your folder first, and then you can create your document. If I go New, I'm just going to create a quick document here and show you that this document is automatically going to go into my extra folder that I just created. So I created it. I'm going to come back on here. I have to type something on it to get it to recognize. Let it open here. Okay, I'm going to put extra work. Come up here. Extra work, title it. If you click in there, like if you put the title down here and then you just click for the title up here, it automatically pulls the first thing you type. So always remember to put the heading here first. Click up here, saves yourself a few steps. You don't have to retype it. It pulls that automatically. Okay, so I'm going to come back on here, and now you will see that that file showed up in my extras folder. So extra work showed up in the extra folder. Okay, I'm going to come back to my drive. I can click on it here, or I could have clicked on it up here. Now I've got some things down here at the bottom that I never filed. Some of them are just things that, like untitled drawings. Some of this I started on and then didn't finish, or made it and then used it and I'm done with it. So I'm going to take some of these things and get rid of them in my drive. You should try to not have many files that don't have a folder in Drive. So I'm going to take this, click on it, and I'm going to drag it to my extras. Then you're going to see it just disappeared from here. Now if I come over to my extra folder, it showed up. That untitled drawing, it just showed up in here. So I'm going to come back to my drive. This time I'm going to click on it up here. Come back to my drive. And I can drag it. I click on it and drag it from here over here, or I can click on it and drag it up to one of these files, one of these folders up here. Doesn't matter which way you do it. You can do that either way. Something else I want to show you, notice here I've got some folders that are color-coded. Try to do that. Make them different colors so that you can easily find ones that you need. Maybe pick your favorite color for the ones you use the most. Or if you have like a math book or a science book, color that folder the same color as your book, just so you kind of have another connection there. But you will see, when I was first doing this, I just randomly picked whatever color I thought sounded good for different units. You might try to go with like math, all the same color. I went with all green, or I changed them to all green because were all crazy colors. 5th grade science, if I have other folders in there, so folders within folders, I may want to have them all the same color. 6th grade science, you can see here, I've got red going with that one. We have a red book for science, so I picked red for that one. Math book is green. I chose green. But notice how that keeps it a little more organized. Just kind of looks a little better. You might choose to do that with your colors. So the way that you color code it is you can come up here to where it says the folder name. You can click down, and then you can click change color and choose a color. I'm going to come to my extras, click on it, come up here, change color, and my extras I want to be purple. I'm just going to pick color. Okay, so now it turns it to purple. You can leave them all gray. You don't have to change the color, but I think once you put them all like similar categories in the same color, it just makes it look a little bit better, makes it look a little more organized. Okay, here's another thing. If you notice I have a folder within a folder. So my extras, maybe I want to put extra pictures as one, extra documents as one. Try to not, 5th grade math, all these different units are a part of my 5th grade math year. Next year, when I want to use this stuff, I may have a hard time finding back my decimals work if I don't organize it by decimals. So try to do your main topics and then also get some subtopics in there. The more folders you have, the more organized it's going to be. Obviously, you don't want a folder for every single document you create, but try to group them together with the different topics that they're related to. So for math, I went through, and we haven't used Google much for math yet this year, so a lot of these don't have much in them yet. But I imagine that now that we're one-to-one, we're going to start using them more. So as you set this up, think of what you might need folders for, how you might need to divide it up. Go to your file cabinet and look at how you've got your file cabinet divided up, or your binders, or wherever you keep your papers. Look at the topics you have written on those, on the tabs of your binders. Make those your folders. Make some subfolders. So I did math, and then I looked over my standards for the main topics from those standards. So we do decimals, we do division, fractions. Then I've got a section just for math standards, and I've got some things mapped out in there. Multiplication. I've created a couple things for multiplication, place value. So get it organized from the start so that you can have a successful year. You feel confident in where everything is, and you can find it back next year, and you don't have to recreate or pull your hair out trying to find everything back. So that is how to create folders, how to change colors, and how to move things. Just click and drag on it to move it, to put it in the right folder. So if you have files that are not in folders, then I would like for you now to go put them in folders. Create folders, get those set up, put your files in there. Get yourself started off right. Have a great year, and never hesitate to ask if you have any questions.